Hey everyone, here with Chandler at the Kingdom talking new TaylorMade product. The Qi10 has come out, so talking specifically drivers here first, what can you tell us about the three different models of Qi10 driver you have for this year?
Yeah, first, let's start off with the easy stuff. Right?
Okay.
People might ask us, what does QI stand for? Quest for inertia. Right? We've been on this journey for inertia for a while now, and we want to have speed and forgiveness, but really without any compromises. So we're going to start from the top and kind of work our way down here. Our lead story this year is the Qi10 MAX. 10,000 inertia. It's all about forgiveness, both horizontally and vertically. Right? People don't think about that when you talk about stability. Most golfers think just kind of the twisting heel to toe, but there's also twisting that happens from top and bottom too. So having that combined inertia of 10K allows us to maintain ball speed, hit it straighter. That initial shot direction is going to be more on line, and like what I was talking to you earlier too, that inertia doesn't discriminate. It's really good for all golfers, and it's great for everybody. So 10K, Qi10 MAX is our big story this year. Really excited about that.
Awesome. And then as we work down through the lineup, we have the Qi10 and then the Qi10 LS.
Yep.
So what are the differences there as you go down from MAX through the other models?
Yeah, so we'll go from one extreme to the other, right? So we start off with the MAX. Let's go into LS. You've already seen it on tour. Fleetwood, McIlroy, Tiger's got it in bag already. LS, Qi10, LS stands for low spin, right? Low spin is really designed for those elite amateurs or for those with higher club head speed or really need to drop spin. The entire line this year is actually shifted down a little bit, meaning that if you were to maybe compare this to the Stealth 2 Plus, it's even lower spin than Stealth 2 Plus, right?
Okay,
so really designed for guys with high ball speed or have really high spin because of their high swing speed. The LS gives you adjustability, low spin, and kind of that tour package, but with higher inertia than maybe it's equivalent from years over years. So now you're getting lower spin with stability. Qi10 LS, definitely recommend for those better players. And then right in the middle, you're going to have your Qi10. Qi10 is right up the gut, right? High MOI and more that traditional shape. One thing that I forgot to mention with the MAX is that MAX has that new inertia shaping. That shaping allows for all that additional stability, plus obviously with our carbon fiber twist face and our construction that we have gives us really a competitive advantage against the competition.
Yeah, so we were out here testing all three models earlier, and I can tell you with the MAX, super impressed because we hit some balls that the path was out to in, the club face was open, all kinds of side spin, but it still went really straight. I mean, it was the offline dispersion was really impressive. So this is going to be for your golfer who typically hits that big slice out to the right for the right-handed golfer. So just talk about that for those kind of players.
Yeah, definitely. So MAX, and I want to make sure that we're all clear here too. It's all about just maximizing really straight distance, right? We want to make sure that this is not just your slice correction driver. This is a driver for you got the wicked hook, you got the big slice, or you're actually hitting it pretty good. That's really going to help us maintain ball speed because of that inertia, and that new footprint's going to help us with that.
Yeah, we noticed that even on some of the kind of duck hook shots that it maintained enough speed that it would still carry to get some distance out of it. So it works, it works both ways. It's kind of the all-in-one corrector. So that was really cool to see. Really great lineup. I personally hit the Qi10 and found it to be super consistent. I mean, I was hitting them all, dead straight. So it felt really stable through the hit. Yeah,
definitely. And one of the benefits too of the standard Qi10 model is that, for those who maybe don't like the shape of the MAX, the Qi10 is a nice alternative for those who want maximum forgiveness and more of that traditional look. So I'm really glad you picked up on that.
So now that we've talked through all three models, you guys have continued with the next iteration of your carbon face technology. So just talk through that. All three models have it.
Yeah, so it's real important too to understand what gives us a competitive advantage is that 60-layer carbon twist face, right? That saves a tremendous amount of weight that allows us to free up more weight for better MOI properties, better CG projection. But there's also something under the hood that maybe that a lot of guys aren't talking about is that it's the supporting system that the new carbon face actually is sitting in, right? So what we have is kind of a speed ledge system, right? There's the face itself, but then also underneath of the face, what really the face is bonded to kind of acts like the suspension on your car a little bit. It's actually flexing and moving with the face.
Okay.
That allows for additional ball speed, forgiveness, and durability. It's one of those things where it's not just the face, it's that entire structure working together to really provide better performance across the board.
Great.
Real excited about that.
And then I noticed you have weights in the back of all of these. They all the same weights, or are they different weights throughout the models?
They're basically specific to the models,
Okay.
right? You know, starting with LS here, you can see more of a balanced performance of weight in the back versus the front with that movable weight. The standard model, basically we, as much as we can within the shape limit, but then maximum weight as we can. I think it's 30 grams of weight in the back of the Max allows us for that additional MOI. So we kind of tailor the weight to the performance metrics of not only the shape, but the player that we're targeting with those.
And I noticed in the Qi10 LS, you have this movable weight track. What can you tell us about this and how maybe it's changed from years past?
Yeah, really great question, right? You know, whenever we add a weight track to any driver, right, we're always looking for better aero. That's a part of the story with all of our drivers, but specifically with the LS, we want to have better aero.
Okay.
This weight actually will move underneath of the carbon fiber panel here. It actually goes in the garage is what we call it.
Okay.
And what that allows us to is to maintain laminar flow across the bottom of the product so that the channel itself doesn't disrupt or create turbulence to slow you down. So the weight will actually, it only uses one bolt. You lift up that bolt and the weight will actually slide all the way into the heel. So the amount of movement is the same, but essentially we have a shroud or a garage covering up part of the track for better aero, and that's a big part of that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's such a cool design. Love it.
Yeah, it's mass efficient, and it really helps us maximize performance for those players who need adjustability.
Let's talk about now the crown, as you mentioned. So tell us about this this new crown.
Yeah, so the construction of our driver is completely different this year too, not only with the high MOI that we talked about, the carbon face, but we have a new infinity carbon crown.
Okay.
That carbon crown on top, you can see, basically covers about 97% of the total address view, meaning that it's basically a seamless transition between the crown into the face. There's no
I see that.
titanium strip that you used to see before. So it's a new look for us. It's clean. Basically frees up more mass again. We're getting rid of more metal and we're adding in more carbon to replace that. Frees up more weight, helps us increase that inertia, but at the same time gives us a beautiful, sexy looking club at address that I think is unique for us because we haven't seen a driver look like that for us in a long time.
Right. It does look really clean, and you can see that it just looks like it flows right from the top into the face.
Yep.
I mean, there's no hard line there or anything.
Yeah, it's that seamless look. And also one other little nugget that a lot of people miss is that we have a new alignment feature right up in front too, because it's such a clean look at address. We want to make sure that you set up behind the ball properly and give you something to index off of to find a few more fairways.
Yeah, that's awesome. Great design. And so I guess the bottom line is just to be able to come in, get fit, go find your local GOLFTEC, because with these three models, you're definitely going to want to try them all out and find the model that's right for you. In addition, we have several shaft options that can go in each model.
Yep.
So find your local GOLFTEC, come in, hit the new TaylorMade Qi10 driver line, and find the one that's right for you. Chandler, appreciate us having us out here.
Yeah, thanks
a lot.
Yeah, appreciate it.